Hi Leo, here is your weekly reading starting from May 8th through to May 14th. I have already pre-shuffled and laid out your cards. Now, the overriding energy for this upcoming week, we've got the Page of Wands here. Now, this can talk very much about a particular venture may not be working out in the way you want it to. It could be that you have been waiting to hear some news or receive some messages in regards to something, but they haven't come through. In terms of relationships, it can talk about how there may be a lack of passion at the moment. There may be a lack of sex or a lack of sexual chemistry between you and your partner. But very much that lack of passion, that lack of spark here. Now, this is your own energy as well, being a fire sign, okay? Now, what's crossing that? We've got the Four of Swords here. And this talks very much about feeling mentally stressed and mentally drained and exhausted. There may be that some of you have been going through relationship difficulties that may be related to sex in some way. The Four of Swords, it talks about wanting to take a break here, wanting to rest, wanting to escape the stress and pressure. It can also talk about wanting to take a break from a relationship, but not feeling as though this is an option. Now, some of you may be involved with a water sign. We've got the Queen of Cups here, not gender specific in these general readings. So it could be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. If not, it could be talking about your energy, but the Queen of Cups is somebody, it talks about either you or somebody else feeling restricted in some way in being able to speak up and communicate how they are really thinking or feeling. And because that restriction is there, it then leaves all these feelings and emotions inside. It can then make the person come across in a very overly emotional way. It can make them behave quite moody. The Queen of Cups can be somebody that can be described as a bit of a drama queen. But also it can talk about somebody that inside is almost reaching boiling point. And unless they're able to speak up and communicate how they're feeling, it could all come out in a very negative way here. Now, over here we've got the King of Swords. So some of you could be involved with an air sign, Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. But again, it doesn't have to be. The King of Swords, it talks, he can be quite a judgmental person, but he also makes judgments. And the King of Swords can be very cutting with his words, quite sarcastic, very much to the point with his communication. But it can also talk about how, if this is you, that recently you may have been examining a relationship in your life. Maybe analysing it as to whether this relationship is actually working or not. It may be for some of you that you get along with each other in terms of friendship, But for some of you, maybe that spark and passion is now missing within this relationship. Up here, we've got the major arcana, we've got the hangman. It is reversed because ordinarily it would look like this. It can talk about somebody that's maybe being quite stubborn here, maybe being quite obstinate. Somebody that maybe needs to gain a fresh perspective on this situation. Maybe this is you or your partner, but it can talk about how either one of you may need to really start to examine your attitude in terms of how you are communicating or behaving within this relationship. As I said, it's about trying to gain a fresh perspective here. Trying to gain maybe some more insight. You may be trying to gain some fresh perspective towards your partner and the relationship, or vice versa. And like I said, it may be that you need to really examine the way you are behaving and the way you are communicating at the moment, or maybe your partner needs to do that. Now, the outcome card, we've got the Devil card here. And it talks about either one of you feeling trapped, feeling tied. The thing is, it's more your thought perception here or the other person's, because these chains are really loose. Either one of you can take that chain off and you can free yourself from this relationship. It may be for some of you that you are heavily tied to the other person in regards to financial commitments. And it may be those commitments that are keeping you within this relationship. To me, it's very much talking about how I think there is some issue regarding the passionate sexual side of this relationship. Maybe you have become more friends and that spark has been lost. It may be that it's a temporary thing, because you may just be feeling overwhelmed here with this Four of Swords. It may be that this intense stress and mental pressure may be to do with outside external situations that maybe this upcoming week are having an impact on your relationship. As I said, I think either you or the person you're involved with is analysing this relationship and has been for a little while in terms of whether this relationship is really going anywhere. And I think either one of you, again, are feeling restricted here. Maybe either one of you is wanting to speak up and say how you're feeling, but you may fear that if you do that, that you may lose the other person. So you may be keeping your feelings and emotions inside, but that's not healthy and it's not going to solve anything. Because we see up here somebody being quite stubborn and obstinate here. Somebody refusing to budge or refusing to do anything here. Refusing maybe to make any changes to this situation. And then down over here, we have this devil energy here, where somebody in this relationship is either feeling overcommitted or is feeling trapped. and is maybe really thinking about wanting to take those chains off. So, Leo, that does conclude your weekly reading. I will be back again next week. Thank you so much for liking, sharing and subscribing to my channel. And thank you so much for watching today. Take care. Bye.